Out in the desert, under the scorching sun, sits a forgotten machine. It's not just any hunk of metal, this is a helicopter. Not just any helicopter, but one that once carried the rich and famous. Now, it sits silent, just gathering dust and rust. What happened? How does something so valuable become worthless? Let's dive in. We've seen this kind of thing before. Expensive cars, yachts, even planes, they represent a certain lifestyle, a certain level of success. But what happens when that lifestyle fades? What happens when the people who own these things move on? Sometimes they sell them, sometimes they give them away, but sometimes they just leave them behind. And that's what happened to this helicopter. It was abandoned, left to rot in the desert. This wasn't your average chopper. We're talking $1 million machine, customized and luxurious. Think plush leather seats, state-of-the-art entertainment systems, maybe even a mini bar. This was air travel for the elite. Why so pricey? Well, helicopters are expensive to begin with, but this one was special. It was probably faster, quieter, and more comfortable than your average chopper. Maybe it even had some unique safety features. And let's not forget about the upkeep. These things are like flying money pits. Fuel, maintenance, pilots, it all adds up. But when you're rich and famous, who's counting? Word on the tarmac is that this bird was used by some big names. A-list actors, platinum-selling musicians, maybe even a tech CEO or two. They probably used it to hop between movie sets, concert venues, or their various mansions. Imagine the stories this helicopter could tell. Late-night flights, secret rendezvous, maybe even a wild after-party or two. It was a silent witness to the glamorous lives of the rich and famous. But fame is fleeting. Careers fade, fortunes change, and sometimes, so do priorities. The parties end, the cameras move on, and the helicopter sits idle. Why was it abandoned? Maybe the owner went broke, maybe they got tired of the upkeep, or maybe they just moved on to bigger and better things. Whatever the reason, the helicopter was left behind, forgotten in the vast desert. The desert is a harsh mistress. The sun beats down relentlessly, baking the paint and cracking the leather. The wind whips up sandstorms that scour the metal, leaving it pitted and scarred. And then there's the rust. It starts slowly, creeping in at the edges. But soon it spreads, eating away at the metal, turning the once gleaming machine into a rusty hulk. What a shame. $1 million piece of machinery left to rot in the desert. It's a reminder that even the most valuable things can become worthless if they're not taken care of. Will anyone ever use it again? Maybe. There are companies that specialize in restoring old aircraft. With enough time and money, this helicopter could be returned to its former glory. But for now, it sits silent and forgotten, a monument to the fleeting nature of fame and fortune.